Alright, so the past couple days we have been learning about integers, positive and negative whole numbers, along with zero. We've learned about absolute value. We've learned about opposites, everything regarding whole numbers and the number line. Now we're going to add integers. I'm going to give you a couple examples on how to add integers using a number line, and then we're going to do another example with some positive and negative chips. I don't care which example you use at the end of the day. I just want you to have a way where you can add two integers together and to come up with the correct sum. So let's start with the easiest one. It says 2 plus 3. You already know the answer to 2 plus 3 is 5. But let's understand an easier one with the number line before we move on to something maybe a little bit more difficult. So when we are working with a number line, okay, we'll make a little highlight here. We'll start with 2, just like that. I'm going to move my guy to 2 on the number line. Now, the guy is facing to the right. He's facing to the right because the right is the positive direction. Left is the negative direction. We are adding, this is an addition problem, so that's why the guy is facing to the positive direction. When we're adding, he's always going to face the positive way. So we're going to start on 2. It's an addition problem, so he's facing to the right. Now we're going to add 3 more, meaning we're going to move him 3 spaces in the direction in which he is facing. So 1, 2, 3. So obviously we're going to end on 5. So therefore 2 plus 3 is 5. You knew that. Let's try one that has some negative integers, but we're going to use the same thinking. Here it is. My first number is negative 2. So that's where my guy is going to start. We're going to put him on negative 2. This is an addition problem, so he is facing to the right. He's facing in the positive direction. Negative direction would be to the left. So, starting on negative 2, adding problem, so he's facing to the right. Now, we are adding a negative 3. When you add that negative number, instead of going 3 spaces in the direction in which he is facing, he's going to go 3 spaces backwards. So we're going to count it 1, 2, 3. So negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5. Let's try one that has both operations. A positive 3 plus a negative 1. I'm going to pause the video for a second. You can think and discuss it and see if you can predict what the answer is going to be. So that means the guy in a addition problem is going to start on 3. So there he is. This is an addition problem. So he's facing to the right. And we are going to move 1 spot backwards because the 1 is negative. So start on 3, add, so face to the right, move backwards 1 spot. So 3 plus negative 1 is 2. Let's try another one. I'll advance to the next screen. Your teacher could pause the video so you guys can think about it and discuss, and then I'll go over it. Negative 4 plus a positive 2. Think about it, talk about it, push pause on the video, and we'll see if you're right. Okay, so the first number, of course, is negative 4. So I'm going to put my guy on negative 4. Excuse me, negative 4 is over here. Now, this is an addition problem, so he's facing in the positive direction. We know he's facing to the right out here, not behind him over here. So this is a addition problem. Now, since this 2 is positive, we are going to go 2 spots in the direction in which he is facing. It's always about which direction he's facing. 1, 2. So a negative 4 plus a positive 2 has an answer of negative 2. We've done 4 examples now on a number line with some small numbers. Maybe your teacher can pause the video, use a number line on the board, or draw a number line on your paper if you want to do that. Try to create a problem or two, see if you can come up with the correct answers. Then I'm going to show you another example on how to do some addition of integers. Okay, hopefully you're being successful with the number line example, but if you weren't, Here's another way to think about addition using these positive and negative chips. So down here, I've got a little chip bank inside that rectangle in here where, whoops, I don't need that. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do that. We'll get rid of what I just did there. What you need is positive and negative chips. Here's my little chip bank in here. So I take as many positives as I need. Maybe I'll need some negatives. I'll take some negatives if I need them. And I'm going to create and build this addition problem. So what I've got is a positive 3 plus a positive 4. And as we know, addition means combine. So I'm going to build 3 positives by making 3 green chips, 3 positives. Now I'm going to build a positive 4 using 4 green chips, 4 positives. And when I add them together, that means I combine and smash them together like this. So of course I smash them together, and all together in the pile is 7 positives, so my answer is a positive 7. That's the easiest one. We'll start easy. I'll go to the next slide now. There it is. Now this time I need to build, put this up here, I need to build a negative 5, so I've got 5 reds. I need to build a negative 3, so I've got 3 reds. And of course now I'm going to add them, which means I'm going to smash them together again. So there's that all smashed together, and in my pile is 8 red chips. That means negative 5 plus negative 3 is negative 8, because I have 8 red chips shown. It is not too difficult when all of the chips are green or all of the chips are red. Meaning, when all of the numbers are positive, my answer is still going to be positive. When all of the numbers are negative, my answer, my sum, is still going to be negative. Because you've got green plus green is more green, and red plus red is more red. Now, the part that you're all probably wondering about is when we have a problem where we've got 2 different colored chips. So here's what we have. A 6 plus a negative 2. I have built the positive 6 with 6 greens. I have built the negative 2 with 2 reds. We are going to smash them together because that's what addition means. So I'm going to take my 6 greens. There they are. I'm going to take my 2 reds. Let's ungroup this. They got grouped together. Here's my 6 greens. I'll kind of pile them together. Here's my 2 reds. Kind of pile them together. And I'm going to hit pause in the video. Raise your hand, have a discussion with your teacher. What do you think the sum is? Hit pause in the video and talk about it. Okay, we're back. We have to think about what this pile of chips is worth. 6 greens combined, added with 2 reds. Well, if you think about it, a red and a green together has a value of 0. So really what I can do is take a red and a green and put them together. They have a value of 0 and they cancel out. I can take this red and this green. If they're a positive 1 and a negative 1 together, they have a value of 0 and they can cancel out. So what I have here remaining is 4 greens. That is 4 positives. My answer is a positive 4. So positive 6 plus negative 2 has an answer of positive 4. Let's try another one on the next slide. Here I've got positive 3 plus negative 7. You'll notice I have nothing built. So in order to build this, since this 3 is positive, I will take 1, 2, 3 greens. There they are. I'll just put them that way. Plus 7 reds. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I've got a positive 3. Here's the integer. Here's the drawing or the model. Here's the integer, negative 7. Here's the model. And again, this is addition, so I am going to combine them, add them together. So that's as simple as doing this, smashing it all together. And I've got to figure out what this entire pile is now worth. Well, just like I did last time. 1 positive and 1 negative together have a value of 0. Again, 1 positive, 1 negative have a value of 0. 1 positive, one negative have a value of 0. So all of this right here is 0, 0, 0, which of course is 0. We can just go delete, see you later, and what I have left right here is 4 negatives. Hopefully your prediction was an answer of -4. That's what it should be. Again, hopefully either the number line or the chips example is a good model for you to think about when adding integers. I'll have a Smart document here that your teacher can open so you can minimize out of the video. Maybe you can do a couple examples together. Maybe some people can come up to the board so that you can figure out how to work one of these examples, either number line or chips, to help you get to the correct sums when adding integers.